And release it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Let's try that again. So again, roll the shoulders back. Just relax a little bit. Good. Take a deep breath in. And release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, 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 good. How you feeling? How you feeling? Let's try that again. One more time. 3 times is a charm, right? Okay, let's try this. We're gonna take a deep breath in for 4, hold it for 4, and then release for 6. All right, let's do this again. Take a deep breath in. And release it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Good job, everyone. Hope you feel a little more relaxed at this time. I really hope you did a very deep breath. And when I say a deep breath, you're trying to make sure that your diaphragm, so under your breastplate right there, I want you to make sure that when you take that deep breath, you breathe in and that expands. And then breathe out slowly. When we do deep breaths and we are mindful of our breath intake and exhale, it really does help reset the hormone levels in our body. And we reduce our stress levels by just doing that simple, mindful activity. So incorporate it in your daily lives. Try it a couple times. Let me know how it goes for you. And just enjoy deep breathing. All right. There are many different times that you can use, but I like to keep it simple at first so that we don't overdo, because some people may not be able to hold a breath that long, and that's okay. You want to make sure that you're comfortable doing this. Okay. I like doing this in the morning. So I go in the mirror and I do a couple deep breathing along with, for example, I do a liver massage while doing my deep breathing. So on my right side here, that's where your liver is located. And I would do a massage while doing my deep breathing exercises. So it's something that you can incorporate in your journey of cleansing. All right, just take the time to do so. So this week I wanted to chat a little bit more about how it's going for me. This weekend was kind of hard because I was just tired. I am tired of the cold. I am really cold, and the coldness coupled with less sunlight doesn't do good for me. I just felt tired. Tired to the point of not wanting to do anything. Early in the morning, so like on Saturday in the morning, I had all the energy in the world. So once I eat and I get the right foods in, I have the energy. I worked out. Now I work out really hard, people. It mightn't be the level of training that you do, and I totally understand. It is not for you to get to aspire to that. If you don't want to, that's fine. For me, I love training heavy. I love training hard at the gym. So Saturday mornings is normally my legs day, and I go hard. So when I eat, I have my smoothie, I drank some water, main thing, and my teas, which we're going to talk about teas later on. I went hard. and I had fun doing my workout. But when I got home in the afternoon after a long day with no sun around and freezing, it just gives me fatigue. And some people may have gotten my weekly tips I would send out via email to people. And one of the things we were talking about is how can we boost our energy naturally? And one of the main thing is moving. So yes, while I'm exercising, it helps me a lot to stay energized. But also what we eat helps with that. And one of the main factors that I added was that of healthy fats. So last week we talked about healthy fats, knowing that when you eat healthy fats, you can increase your energy, you can increase your metabolic rate, you can increase the way you use the foods to help you have energy throughout the day. So foods is something that helped me a lot. Movement is something that helps me. And for me, healthy fats include things like walnuts, coconut milk. So those are two main ones I always have. And that is incorporated into the cleanse for sure. We have lots of recipes. And we have about 17 to 18 recipes on there. And we have lots of coconut milk in there. We have a lot of walnut in there. So we definitely make sure that we have healthy fats to help us sustain throughout this 21 days of cleansing. Now you might say, why are we eating fats? Because we want to have energy. If we are reducing acidic foods from our bodies, and we are reducing heavy meats and stuff from our bodies, we are going to be lacking energy, as well as reducing sugar from our body. We'll be lacking energy. And if we stick to the healthy, we're switching over to the healthy fruits and vegetables, which are carbs. But sometimes if we're not eating enough, we're not going to get enough energy from it. The fats help with that. So when we add in the fats, it's going to help us sustain our energy to do our workouts, for us to be able to have energy to do the things throughout the day, not have brain fog, not be bloated. So we actually using the food that we eat as energy, right? So that's something I want to remind people of while doing the cleanse. We are eating. It's not that we're fasting. We are eating healthy foods and nutritious foods to get into our bodies to make sure we get our micronutrients and our macronutrients. Micronutrients are all the minerals and vitamins that you need, from vitamin A, K, D2, D3, B12, B6, vitamin E, vitamin C, calcium, potassium, the whole list. We can get it from the foods that we eat. But we also want to make sure we have the macronutrients in. And that's the ones we always talk about, the carbs, proteins, and fats. Once we have those balanced in our system, we can sustain energy and we can have a healthier inside as well as a healthy outside. So that's a big thing for me with this cleanse, is having energy, but yet still the weather. So the environment plays a part too. The weather makes me feel tired. So, but I am keeping up my natural energy by naturally feeding myself the right foods, doing movement, and staying hydrated. So that third concept of being hydrated is important as well. Hydration for me is not just only drinking H2O. Hydration for me is H2O, H3O, which is coming from our fruits and vegetables, but mainly our fruits. And the opportunity to get this in different forms. So yes, I encourage everybody that we need to be drinking water. As soon as you wake up in the morning, get 8 ounces of water in you. 8 fluid ounces of water in you. Get things going. Last thing before you go to sleep, try to get about 8 ounces of water. During the course of the day, If you have a busy day, suggest every hour you drink 8 ounces of water. You might be saying, Michelle, there's a lot of water. But if you are using your brain all day long, doing work on the computer, and then you go work out, and then you have to be running here and there with your kids, go pick up from school, all this is requiring you to have water in your body to help you use the nutrition from the other foods to have energy throughout the day. So hydration is important. We get H3O from our fruits and vegetables. So in our cleanse, we have a lot of different fruits and vegetables that we use. In particular, we try to make sure that we're using the fruits that are in season. If you get fruits that are in season, most likely those fruits are going to be fruits that you're getting from your local markets or local, like for example, now it's apple season, strawberry season, berries, they would be locally grown. So most likely in the store, you're getting locally grown foods and they're in season, so they hardly have a lot of pesticides and stuff, but make sure you get organic. Again, I always go back to that point. Make sure and try to get organic fruits and vegetables so you're not putting in extra toxins in your body. We try to get out toxins from our body, all right? So get the fruits and vegetables, mainly the ones that are in season. You might see in your grocery store some tropical fruits, for example. So if you're not in the Caribbean and you're seeing in your store tropical fruits, you can have them because that's probably in season right now too, hence the reason why it's available in the stores. So like you might see some mangoes, I saw persimmons, you have pears, apples, grapes, preferably seeded grapes if you could find them. That's really hard to find. I don't suggest getting seedless grapes, seeded watermelon. So again, you're trying to stay hydrated in different forms. Fruits is one, water is the other. My third thing, and is one of my favorites, especially in the cold season, is teas. I love to drink teas to stay warm because yeah, I'm always cold. And for me, the teas that I use, I try to make sure that I have teas that can give me benefit. So there's so many teas out there, but you need to know which ones are good for you and which ones you should be using. Be mindful that sometimes there are good teas out there, but the packaging of it might have toxins and they're not going to say anything. So you'll be thinking, oh, I get in good green tea, or, you know, I get in good dandelion tea and whatnot. So it should be good. But then read the label. Everything that has labels, read it. Because you want to make sure that you're not putting in more toxins in your body and rather keeping your body healthy. So one of the things I tend to do is go to a local herbalist or herbal tea store. In Indy, I head on over to Nature Tea Company. That is one of the ladies. She sells, like, she has this one, the Happy Tummy Tea. She also has a detox combination, a tea of detox tea. And like, for example, this Happy Tummy Tea, there's spearmint, peppermint, lemongrass, rosemary, so sage, a lot of different things that can help with digestive issues. And if you can heal your gut, I just was telling somebody that like about an hour ago, if you could heal your gut, most of the symptoms that we may be having can be reduced and could even be eliminated if we can heal our gut to be able to absorb the nutrients from the foods that we eat. So my go-to tea, without even having to buy teas, if I don't have any, is warm water and lemon. Lemon is like the main, simplest fruit you can have in your system to help help detoxify your liver. People might say, well, okay, lemons are so acidic. Why am I drinking acidic fruit to help get rid of acid in my system? So the good thing about lemon is, see, God make fruits and things different for a purpose, right? So the good thing about lemon is our stomach is the most acidic place in our digestive tract. That's supposed to be acidic. Everywhere else, not supposed to be acidic. So when you do drink warm water and lemon, the acidity goes to the stomach, which is where it's supposed to be, the hydrochloric acid. You want that to stay acidic. If you do not have acidity in your stomach, you can actually be suffering from acid reflux. It sounds weird, right? But it's true, because the acidity is going in the esophagus area, which you don't want acidic. You want that pH balance to be a little more alkaline. So we have different pH balances in our digestive system. The most acidic part is the stomach. Yes, you want the lemon juice for that area to be acidic. But then you'll be saying, well, Michelle, you drink the lemon juice. It's not only going right there, it's going other places. I know. It does not bother the rest of the other places, like the esophagus or the liver, in a negative. Instead, it changes. The chemical reaction changes to more of an alkaline base. So now it helps the liver do its job of detoxifying the body. How cool is that? Right? So knowing what to do is important. So for me, on mornings, one of the things I do, first thing I do, yes, I want to drink my 2 glasses of 8-ounce water. But before I do all of that, because I'm freezing as well, I would take just about a 4 to 6 ounce glass of warm water and lemon. There you have it. And I've just helped the pH balance in my whole digestive system. And now I can go about my day. Half the times when I'm done doing that and drinking 2 glasses of water, sometimes I don't even get the 2 glasses of water. I might just get 1 glass of water. I go to the bathroom in less than 5 minutes, and not just to number 1. I do both. So it's just knowing what benefits you can have from hydrating yourself through teas. So there are many different teas out there. Be careful. That there's always a warning. Be careful with what you're drinking. Why? Because if you have any medical issue, so if it is you already have leaky gut, or you're diabetic, or you may be having joint pain, you might say, well, Michelle, acid is going to go in my joints and I'm going to feel more pain. Listen up. Everything is with progression. Learning how to use fruits, vegetables, and natural foods is important to be able to understand how you can use it to heal you and not harm you. If it is you need direction in doing that, that's what coaches are for. Because then you might say, I did that already. I tried lemon water already. That didn't do nothing for me. Yes, it did. It's just that you're not being patient enough to allow this lemon and warm water to work. In addition to that, it might be that you need more than just lemon and warm water. Hence the cleanse. Because other than drinking, remember what I mentioned? We mentioned good healthy fats. And we also mentioned doing mindful activities like deep breathing. Also mentioned vegetables. But my line that I always see is not all healthy foods are healthy foods for you or for me. You have to know where you're at, find out where you're at, and then based on that, learn how to use foods to help you stay healthy and live better. So that's what I've been doing this week. I've been doing my teas. I've been eating my healthy fats. I've been drinking water. I've been making sure I have my fruits and vegetables in, even though I'm freezing. And I hope you're not freezing where you are. But even though I'm freezing, that's what I've been doing and trying to maintain staying on the cleanse. If you are interested in doing this cleanse with me, you might say, well, Michelle, you're already 10 days in. What do you mean? How can I join? You can join whenever you want to. As I told other persons, this cleanse, some people be like, 21 days is too much, Michelle. That's okay. You can start with 5. I originally started with 5. I started with 5 and I did that a couple quarters well. I do a cleanse every quarter and I started with 5 and it was working. So I wanted to get to 10. Then I got to 10 and then I moved on now to 21 days. And for me, the 21 days have propelled me to a different level and has helped me much more than just doing 5. But then you might be at the position where you need to start at 5. That's okay. You can do so. You can start at the 5 so that you can ease yourself into living a healthier life by eating correctly. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And if you have any questions at all about the cleanse, please share that with me. You can DM me about it. On the cleanse, we have 3 full weeks. Each week, we have foods that are necessary for that cleanse week. We have the grocery list to buy, the foods that you need for that week. And we have activities. So other activities, like I mentioned, I'm doing the body massage. I explained that in the cleanse workbook. The deep breathing as well. I talk about that in the cleanse workbook. So there are a couple things that you can add into, not just only eating, but doing other cleansing activity for your full body and to experience total cleansing. All right. So that's me. Hope you guys doing good. Again, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and you can DM me. You can leave messages on this live feed. If you need help or direction in doing this, I am so willing to help you. Come on board and let's do this together. I want to thank you for listening. Those on the live, those who listen to the replay, thank you for taking the time to listen and get some deep breathing in today before you go to sleep tonight or whatever time you look at this. Get some deep breathing in for just a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, even 5 minutes. Get some deep breathing in. So what we did at the beginning, if you didn't see the beginning, what we did was we took a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, and then release it for 6. So it was a good opportunity to relax and get into this talk this evening. So thank you again for joining. Thank you for the comments, the likes, looking at the different posts in the group.